March 9, 2026, an investigation stop in Chicago's Humboldt Park spiraled into a chaotic, fatal shooting in seconds. Police were tracking a white Mercedes linked to an expressway shooting earlier that day, driven by 42-year-old Derek Jordan.
He's in the alley. He's going back to Holman in the alley. He's stuck.
I'm in the alley going back to Holman. 10-4.
Currently stuck by a bus facing Chicago.
The moment Derek Jordan refused to pull over and triggered this pursuit, he violated 625 ILCS 5/11-204, fleeing or attempting to elude a peace officer. In Illinois, this is aggravated if it causes property damage or bodily injury, and police reports state Jordan struck a pedestrian during this chase. The suspect has now escalated a standard investigatory stop into a felony offense, giving officers full legal authority to execute a high-risk felony takedown.
Get in the fucking car! I'll fucking shoot you! Get out! Get out! Get in the fucking car! I'll fucking shoot you! Get out! 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 Get out of the fucking car! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Get out of the car!
The officers are issuing commands to exit the vehicle. Under Supreme Court precedent, Pennsylvania versus Mims, officers have the absolute right to order a driver out of a vehicle during a lawful stop for officer safety. Jordan's refusal violates 720 ILCS 5/31-1, resisting or obstructing a peace officer.
He's grabbing the cars! He's grabbing the cars! Get one! Shots fired! Shots fired! Get in the car! Get in the car! Get in the car! 10-1! 10-1!
This brings us to the core legal battle of this case. Was the use of deadly force lawful? In Illinois, under 720 ILCS 5/7-1, an officer is justified in using deadly force only if they reasonably believe it is necessary to prevent imminent death or great bodily harm to themselves or others. The defense and civil rights attorneys for Jordan's family are focusing on the Supreme Court standard set in Tennessee versus Garner, which states police cannot shoot a fleeing suspect unless they pose an immediate threat of death or serious physical injury. The family argues Jordan was physically trapped. The car couldn't go anywhere, and officers escalated the violence. However, the prosecution and police union will look at Graham versus Connor, which dictates that an officer's actions must be judged from the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene in that exact split second, not with 20/20 hindsight. If officers were standing directly in the path of a ramming vehicle, the legal threshold for imminent danger may have been met.
Roll an ambulance, squad. Roll an ambulance.
Toronto. 11-6 right on at 10-1. Chicago and Holman. Chicago and Holman for 11-6 right on. Shots fired. 11-6 right on. 10-1. Chicago and Holman.
Hey, watch your crossfire!
Watch your crossfire! Watch your crossfire!
Notice how the secondary officers immediately shout, "Watch your crossfire." In a cramped alleyway surrounded by a public CTA bus and brick walls, officer-created jeopardy and crossfire are massive tactical liabilities. Even in a legally justified shooting, tactical errors can expose a city to massive civil liability under Federal 42 U.S. Code Section 1983, lawsuits for civil rights violations.
Crossfire! Give me a cover! Give me a...
I got his hands, it's okay. Arms out, I got his hands. He's one for murder, get back! Get back! Get back! Get back! All right, the car's on court. He's good, get him out. Grab the gun!
A firearm was recovered from inside Jordan's vehicle, but COPA's investigation is still open regarding whether that weapon was ever brandished. This case sits at the absolute intersection of traffic law, felony evasion, and the limits of police force. Drop a comment below. Based on the Illinois statutes, do you think the ramming of the vehicle justified immediate deadly force under Graham versus Connor, or did officers fail to de-escalate? Let me know your thoughts. Hit subscribe for more legal breakdowns. And I'll see you in the next case.